Monday live chat. So, going to try and do some more lives this week. And now that I've got internet at home that seems to work, let me know if the internet is working. And an opportunity to just jump on and chat with you all. Really, I've got one person already, but it takes a minute for this to update. Just uploaded a video just now on, what was it on? The EV market is in free fall in Europe, and they're kind of blaming the Germans for not buying electricals. So EV sales in Germany are down 69%, they're down 33% in France. But we know this. You know, this is not news. It's one of those articles I looked at it and thought, well, do I really need to make a video about that? Because most people know this, but I think it's important for people to understand that the European automotive market / industry is massively under threat from, you know, mandates and everything that's going on in China, essentially. Very muffled, very muffled. Why would we be very muffled? Can you hear me? Right, I'm back now. Very muffled. Sound low. Why does it never work? Big up, muffled audio.
If I remove that, is it better? If I unplug my headphone, is the audio any better? Let me know. There we go, says Captain Nut Nut. Yep, okay, cool. Doesn't make any sense, does it? So I can record perfectly well when I'm making YouTube videos with my camera roll with my headphones, but I can't do a live with it. So it probably sounds quite tinny. Some comments the other day was saying, Geoff, you sound like you're in a cupboard. I basically am. I mean, it looks like I'm in a professional studio, but I am essentially in a very small alcove on my landing. So quite difficult for me to damp the audio down. So Bib the Boulder said, at least you don't have a Brummie accent. You should hear me after a couple of 3 pints. I do have a bit of a Brummie accent. So how are we all doing? Everyone good? Everyone had a good weekend? Hopefully you're all soaking wet because it has rained pretty much since what, Saturday? I'm looking forward to the floods. Yeah, it's grey and miserable, Laura. You are spot on. JB is watching from the south of France. How is the weather in the south of France? Good afternoon. Yeah, I am well. As I say, just uploaded a video this morning. That's what I was chatting about before we started, about the collapse of the EV industry in Europe. No one's buying them, but we knew that anyway. You lot aren't buying them. Hello from Tennessee. I would really like to visit Tennessee because I hear that they have banned geoengineering, which is your sound keeps glitching. Starlink, all good. Yeah, it seems it. And I've got my Wi-Fi off. So hopefully it's all right. But I don't know what more to do about that. I've literally, that just shows just how much of a flat spot that we're in. Because even with Starlink, I can't broadcast properly. Terrible weather. I'm going to go out and enjoy some floods when I collect the kids from school. See how we're doing with the flooding in Worcestershire. Of course, it was around about this time last year that I went driving around in a Range Rover, driving through floods. I'll post those videos soon for new subscribers that perhaps won't just see it. Hi from a man, says Welsh Chris Outdoors. Cool, so we've got viewers from all over the place. Laura says it's time to move again. No, we're going to stay away for the minute. Nick says, my kids are off school. Why are they off school? Are they poorly? Have you got a teacher training day? Have they not gone back to school yet? They should have gone back to school yet. Manchester Clean Air Zone is back on the cards and a new proposal has been submitted. Can you do a video on that? Yes, I did not know that. Let me add a note to my notes file. Right. Videos this week to make. Manchester Clean Air. No, I did not know that I didn't know that was back on. I think they're going to keep pushing it, though, aren't they? They're going to keep pushing these clean air zones. They're going to be everywhere eventually. Oh, sorry. Did you check out that Scottish auction on YouTube? I'll be there online. Yes, I did. I was looking at the results. Beanie Bob says, was there a tornado in your area? Interesting. Why would there be a tornado in my area? And why would that be on an account from someone called Beanie Bob? No tornadoes here, just lots and lots and lots of rain. What is the best used car to buy, says Alison. Well, it's a Volvo. Just get yourself, and I wouldn't even go diesel. I would say, if you can, get yourself a DJE Media filmed a tornado. I didn't know that. GT380 man is here. Always appreciate your emails. Even if I only send short replies, I do sit and digest them. Temporary traffic lights and roadworks epidemic. I think what's going on is there's temporary traffic lights and roadworks everywhere because they are trying to get us out of our cars, and they're trying to get us used to not using them. They want to get to a stage where we just don't go out. Marbella is apparently sunny. Very good. Just a quick one. The new Peugeots, are they reliable? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Google is going to be your friend on. I just don't know enough about that. Bid the Boulder, 28 Arnage or 2011 Mulsanne? Arnage, definitely. Although I hear that the servicing costs on the Arnage are absolutely shocking. I will be doing a video about Anna Park classic car auctions. There was an Arnage that went through for about 10 grand, and there's more people watching this than the Labour conference. Hilarious. Hi, Geoff. Who made your intro music? It was made by a follower. If you email me, I can put you in touch with him. I've got a follower who's a musician who, said he'd make me some intro, outro music. And it was a little while ago now. I don't use it on my videos. GT380 man says, I still like the Vauxhall Cavalier. I know they're old now, but an ex-Fleet Cavalier was my first good car. I appreciated your email as well about the Cavalier, and I'm going to incorporate that. But that will come in a little bit in the part 2 video, which is the fact that European manufacturers are just not catering for the kind of cars that people want to buy. And I took a look this morning. I mean, a bit of a spoiler for my next video that's coming up, but I took a look at the best-selling cars of 2024 and then the best-selling cars of 2014. And if you take the fuel economy range on all of those cars, the top 10 from 2024 and 2014. So let's say number 1 is a, Joe Blogg's car, and the range of Joe Blogg's cars from 40 miles per gallon up to the most economical, which is 88 miles per gallon. And if you put those statistics in across all 10 of the top selling cars of 2024, and then do the same thing for 2014, cars from 10 years ago are far more economical than modern cars. So again, that's just ludicrous, isn't it? In the world that we live in, where we're trying to be, mindful of the planet and looking after the environment, and yet our top 10 best-selling cars in 2024 are far less cool than they were a decade ago. So we're using more fuel than ever. So there's nothing environmental about it, is there? And I don't think anyone's really sat down and worked out those numbers. And Owen76, great point there with the weight. I may actually pause making that video to tell that suggestion, and I may add the weight in. It's quite difficult to find all of the information on those, but that's a good point, actually. I may add that. And we know that the prices have gone up as well. I worked it out, and they've gone up. Average price of the cars in the top 10 is up by more than £2,000 over the rate of inflation. Really great sitting at home, raining outside in Ledbury yet again after watching all the beautiful chemtrails earlier in the week. You're going to come down and visit Richard Vobes this week at the barn. Oh, I took a screenshot of that. I need to Mrs. Geoff. Maybe we can get down there. I'd like to. I'll have to see if we can I have to look at the times and see about get the children looked after. But it would be good to visit the barn and go see Richard Vobes. Yeah, I'm aware that he's there this week. That's not a million miles away from where we are. So that'll be a good event. Barry just got his license back. I fancy a V70. There's a note on Facebook Marketplace right now. It's green. It's a diesel. It's going to need a little bit of work for the next MOT, but it has just been MOT'd. And that's 1,500 quid. And that's a diesel one. They do 50 miles to the gallon. It's olive green with black leather. And the only reason I'm not buying it is because I don't need to buy anything at the moment. And it's in Southend-on-Sea, which is too far for me. And everything rusts down there. Any upcoming videos about insurance from Richard with Challenge the Road? With Richard from Challenge the Road. Richard from Challenge the Road was on the phone this morning with me. I'm going to go down and see him. My wife's listening in, actually, and I haven't written it on the calendar yet. Go down and see Richard either Monday or Tuesday next week. Mike Horn is saying nice teeth. Really? Really? I have not changed my teeth. I don't know why you're complimenting me on my teeth. They're just as broken as they were in January when I spent a fortune having them fixed, if you can remember that. But I didn't go down the whole turkey teeth route. But that's a conversation that is happening pretty regularly in our house. But it's expensive, isn't it? is a lot of money to spend. Any more videos with Barry? I think so. Yeah. I think there was a tornado in Luton yesterday. The video with Barry. My video with Barry was dead popular. People really liked it, and I enjoyed it. The only barrier to that really is the fact that the only barrier to me making videos with Barry is the 2.5 hour drive north up the M6, which is a really boring drive. And in my day, what did you say there about V70? In its day, my V70 Classic was a large car. In car parks today, it's dwarfed by the new stuff. Ian, you're absolutely spot on. And of course, the thing is as well, this always makes me laugh. I always go to the tip. You know, when you go to the tip and you sort of play a game of top trumps with everybody else who's at the tip. And I open my boot, and the aperture, the opening on my boot, because it's a big square flat car, is huge. So it's a very, very easy vehicle to load. I remember I was parked at the tip just before I did the Benidorm trip, right? I took that V70R that I bought, the orange one. I took that to the tip. And there was a brand new BMW iX, which is the best part of £70,000. And the way the boot on that car is designed, the indicators are housed within the body of the car, not on the lid or next to it. So although it's a huge vehicle, the actual opening for the boot was dead small. And again, the Peugeot 807, that is not a Citroen C8 that I'm on my drive right now, absolutely massive inside. But you just don't have that on the modern cars. So people are saying, how did your trip to Clarkson's pub go? It was very good. I haven't filmed much on Clarkson's pub because Lee does a better job of it than I do. So there's not much point me trying to review Clarkson's pub. Lee's video is going out tonight, and it goes out I think 6:15 p.m. and it's about an hour long. It's a good video. There's lots from myself and Lee. And then you can see a full review of everything that's going on down at Clarkson's pub. So we're going to watch that on his channel. So I won't upload tonight in that window. I'll probably be on the live chat with Lee. So that'll be that'll be the place for understanding everything that's going on with Clarkson's pub. And then what did I film? I filmed a little bit of chat on the drive down. And then I filmed a 10 or so minute chat car afterwards, just summing up. So that's really all that there's going to be on my channel. But yeah, it was worth a visit. It was cool, and you'll see all that on the channel. Any movement on the bike license yet, Geoff? No. And if the weather stays like this, I've got no desire to change that either. Steve says, I can't believe you blew me out for Clarkson's pub. Steve, I'm still unsure as to what to do with this flipping CLK. I'm sure I'll end up speaking to you about it. I know I owe you a message. I could do with just getting shot of it for cash, if I'm totally honest, but we shall see what happens. You're breaking up a bit. Are you on an iPhone 13? Yeah, I am on an iPhone 13. Afternoon, Geoff. Just got back from the gorgeous Cheshire. What do you think to the so-called Northern Lights seen here in the UK? Not a conspiracy at all. Well, we've never in history had the Northern Lights this far down the continent, have we? So why would that start now? Someone is saying that there's known issues with the iPhone 13. I know, but I find that really annoying because I've always done absolutely fine on everything that I do on my iPhone 13. So why would it be that now it no longer works? Well, it would be because they are, it's built-in obsolescence, isn't it? If it was up to me, I'd still be doing everything on my old iPhone XR. But I don't know, maybe I'll look at getting a new phone in the future just for doing this sort of stuff. And I think I'll probably get an Android. So it may be that I get an Android that lives in the house. Yeah, there you go. Someone's just said you need an Android. Might just have to get an Android just for doing like broadcasts like this. Northern Lights being so low is because of the magnetic field of Earth. I heard from a German prepper, I think. Very weak magnetic field. Magnetosphere due to the magnetic North Pole moving towards Siberia. Yes, basically. It could be that the magnetic field thing is really, really bad news, and it does concern me. I mean, I sound a little bit like Funky Prepper saying stuff like this, but it may well be that this shift in the magnetic field is why everything is happening the way it is right now. Do they know that essentially we are facing the end of the world and many people are going to die out because of the magnetic field shift, which is why everything is happening? Independence Day, isn't it? They didn't want to tell the people because they didn't want anyone to panic. And if they did admit to people that the world is going to end in mid-2025, then everybody would stop working, and therefore all of the systems would crash. So I don't know. I don't try to get too much into all that sort of stuff, but there's definitely something to it that's quite undeniable. Northern Lights being one of them, and this strange weather as well. You know, I keep posting on my Facebook about this strange weather, but this ain't normal. You know, we've never had. I started noticing it early last year that the skies were being messed with, and that we were being, you know, we were getting less sun than normal, and yeah, so I don't know. The magnetic field flips regularly. It won't affect us. Living beings, it may affect electronic systems. Polarity flips every 10,000, 100 million years or so. We are due a flip. The sun is pole shifting now, hence the solar storms. Suspicious observer is a massive grifter. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot of channels that like to tell us that the end is nigh. I mean, you know, I appreciate it, and you need to do X, Y, Z. You won't believe this development here, and it's like, come on, get onto what's actually going on. Someone there mentioned the Diagonal population prediction for 2025. Yeah, 77% of the UK population is set to die off in 2025, according to the Diagonal thing. Worrying about magnetic field flip is like worrying about a huge asteroid hitting us. Nothing we can do except keep calm and carry on. Either my signal has dropped or yours has, Geoff, says Denise. Absolutely shocking that I can't do a live broadcast even with Starlink. It says it all, doesn't it? Have you and Lee thought of doing a Christmas single? Yeah, we could do, couldn't we? I have written a number of songs, rewritten songs. So, yeah, maybe that'd be good. Funky Grifter has the same boss as Tommy Robinson. I don't think he does. Steve says I keep dropping out. Oh, so frustrating though. I can't even do a live feed. Don't really know what I can do about that. I'm literally sat here on my Starlink. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about the fact that the sky is falling on our heads. You can say Starlink is bull, but I love someone posting that. You can say Starlink is bull, but at least I can upload videos now. If Lee tries singing, he will end up or remain on a higher pole, free from obstruction. Yeah, but it's been fine. I mean, I do need to raise it up. We've probably got to get the Starlink thing on a roof. It's not at the moment. It's in the garden on a table, but there's no obstructions there, apart from a couple of very thin trees. So can't win really. G'day from New Zealand. Hello. Welcome to a apparently quite scatty live feed because signal keeps dropping in and out. Signal's definitely better with Starlink, but not perfect. Good quality video and audio, great, just buffering occasionally. Then it says walk outside and see if the signal changes. I can pretty much see the Starlink thing from here. Still bull, no satellites. I bet that Starlink is dog shit for gaming. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, thankfully I don't do any online gaming. This is about the most I use the internet for, which is these live broadcasts. What's the chance they scrap the 2030 petrol engine ban? I don't know. I think they might keep. I think they'll just keep threatening it. It'll just keep getting rolled back. I mean, the automotive manufacturers, they can't go on as they are now. That's the thing. They cannot keep pretending that people are going. You can't. This is like my new phrase. You cannot hold a gun to someone's head and force them to buy an electric car, and that we're going to end up with that. That's going to be the only way they're going to be able to do it. Right, I think then we've done 20 minutes. I'm being told that the feed isn't doing too well, so I don't know, the weather is absolutely horrendous. Maybe the next live feed I'll be in the car up the hill where I know I can actually get some signal. Be nice to do a live feed that actually works. 10p or 20p petrol duty increase in the budget. I reckon 10, but we shall see. So thank you very much everybody for watching. Seems stable now, Geoff. I don't know what's going on then. Signal is crap, but I'm happy to just listen. Well, that's at least you can pick up on the audio if the signal is terrible. But it's pretty boring that most of these live feeds are just me talking about the internet and you tell me whether it's good or not. So let's call it a day. Make sure you watch my video that just went out on the state of the European car market. And there's another video coming up later, if not today, then tomorrow, about what I know started digging into the top 10 cars for sale. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and catch up with you live. I'll probably try and do one a day this week. So around about the same sort of time, around about midday, we'll try and do a live every day and just see what's going on in the world. Goodbye for now. Oh yeah, hit like and subscribe.